Hi, welcome back to Aframewoodworking. Today in the shop I'm going to show you a trick for uncoiling and coiling your bandsaw blades. Right now I'm in the middle of reconfiguring my shop a little bit, and I have a ton of bandsaw blades that need to be refolded, and I have a couple new ones that I need to replace. So I thought I'd take a minute, show you a little video on how to safely uncoil a new bandsaw blade or one that you have in storage, and how to clean up your shop and get these bigger bandsaw blades down into a coil like this that can fit into a drawer. So let's get started. The first step is uncoiling your bandsaw blades when you either get them new. Sometimes they'll have a zip tie on them, sometimes they'll have twisty ties on them, or they'll be in a box. Now these are twisted, and of course the bandsaw blade gets much bigger. So I'm going to get a pair of snips, and I'm going to get my safety glasses and gloves, especially with new blades. These things are going to be quite sharp right out of the box, and you're going to be handling these. Now a good safety point when talking about a bandsaw blade that's coiled is they're not that expensive. Some are more than others, but if they ever start to get unwieldy and out of control, simply let them go. They'll uncoil under their own tension, and that way you won't be in the way. Make sure nobody else is in the way when you uncoil these. First thing, make sure you have a firm grip on your blade. I'm going to go ahead and snip this. This one has a zip tie that I put together. Again, I'm holding onto the blade so it doesn't uncoil. They usually come in 3 coils. So I like to go ahead and grab 2 of the coils first and uncoil one at a time. So I'm just letting them unfold like an accordion. And the first one I'm going to untwist. And then I'm going to switch hands, grab the outside of the other coil, again keeping it away from my body, and they'll unfold. Now you may have to check to make sure that the teeth are going in the downward direction on these. When you do your install, make sure you don't have any kinks, and it's always a good idea to check for the weld marks to see that there's no cracks or kinks or bends in these. So that's a simple way to unfold a bandsaw blade. So now let me show you the more challenging way how to fold these things up. There's a lot of different ways to do it. I'm going to show you a simple one with a piece of OSB and a couple of zip ties. What I'm going to do is I'm going to slide my bandsaw blade underneath my piece of OSB, put my foot right beside my block. I'm going to switch my hands like this, do one twist to make a figure 8, and then I'm going to twist one more time while pushing down towards the floor. They will spring. Remove your foot. The OSB, this is why I use the OSB, because it helps keep that in place while you remove your foot. You want to loosely slide this out and kind of just wiggle the blade back and forth to help keep them of the same size. And they're not perfectly all the same dimension, but if you just keep your fingers open, they'll spring into a nice controlled size. Keep your hand on one side of the blade so that you don't let go. And then I come in with a simple zip tie to help keep them together. And I usually do one right across from the other on my bandsaw blades. Now you can throw these in a drawer. Well, don't throw them in a drawer. You can store them in a drawer instead of having them hanging up on a wall. You're less likely to get kinks and dents in them, and it'll just help prolong the life of your bandsaw blade. So I hope this helped you try to figure out how to solve a storage problem with those big old bandsaw blades. My recommendation, start with an old blade. Start with a thin blade, 1/4 of an inch or a 3/8 inch blade to get started. Practice on one. It's going to take you a couple of times. Even during this video, it took me a couple of times to get them all to come out nicely. And then work your way out through your good blades. Find a nice place to store them. So I hope this video provided you with a little bit of insight on how to take care of your bandsaw blades, how to coil them and uncoil them. If you'd like more information about our videos or any projects we're working on, please check us out at www.aframewoodworking.com. Thanks for watching.